Hello everybody, welcome to Z Reviews, and today's review is The Sapphires. The story of 4 Aboriginal Australian women becoming a singing group and singing for the US troops in Vietnam. So, I liked it. It was a pretty good movie. I really like the time period in this movie. Basically, it's during the 1960s and during the Civil Rights Movement and the Vietnam War. So that's a very interesting time period in American history. But it's not showing American history. It's showing Australia and what's happening over there, while all this stuff's happening in America. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was a cool thing. Another thing I want to talk about this movie is it's a completely successful dramedy. Basically, a dramedy is a drama comedy, and every time I see someone do them, it fails because either it's too much of drama and not enough comedy, or it's too much of comedy and not enough drama. This really seems to get it together, because not only does it have the powerful scenes and like the harsh storytelling or the character development of like a drama, but it has the quick pace, lighthearted humor, and sort of like laugh out loud funny moments of a comedy. So I think it was really good, you know? It was able to mesh together really well to make a successful dramedy. Another thing I want to talk about, Chris O'Dowd plays Dave Lovelace, who is basically the guy who finds out about the Sapphires and basically makes them the group they are, and he puts in a really good performance here. He's very funny, but he's also very heartfelt, and he's definitely the highlight of this movie. So he's really good. Plot has some good twists and turns, you know. Couple things you expect to see, but a couple you don't really see coming, and you kind of just like, ooh, that hurt. You didn't know that was gonna happen. So that's pretty good. I do like that. The Sapphires themselves, the 4 of them, they're really great and they're really fun to be around. They have their own distinct personalities. They're not all just like the same person over and over again. So I like them, and I think they have really good songs. They have great singing voices. And as characters, they can exist by themselves. So I think they themselves, as a group, are very good. Another thing I want to talk about, though, is even though they themselves as a group are good, and individually they're good, only 2 of them really get actual characters and, like, huge character development. I mean, the other 2 get development, but it's not huge, you know? It's just sort of quick characterizations, couple quirks in here and there, and that's it. The main Sapphire is Gail, who's the weakest singer, the ugliest one, but she's basically the mama bear of the rest of them. She's the oldest, and she's the one who will protect the rest of them, and she has a very harsh temper. I don't like her at first, because she's just a very confrontational sort of character, and just not a very pleasant one. But as the movie goes on, she opens up more and more. But still, there's always that sense that harshness is there until the end, where it's like, well, she finally like accepts her role as like being the mama bear, but not being so harsh and so unforgiving. The second one who really got development was Kay, the only white Sapphire. And her entire development is how she wanted to be black. And she basically, because she was with her cousins who were all black. And so she sees herself that way, but really she's white. And then it ends up, there's something that happened in her past that basically turned her against black people. And now she's singing with her cousins, and now she's with them again, and she wants to put that all behind her. And she also ends up like hooking up with a black soldier in Vietnam. So it's basically a really good character arc for her. The other 2 are Cynthia and Julie. Julie, basically, she's the best singer. That's really all that is to her. She's young, not too much else, nothing really interesting. Cynthia is the one who got left at the altar, and she's the sexy one. And she's basically the most promiscuous one. But again, she has a couple personality traits, but not too many, like, amazing ones. So there's that. I like the energy in this movie. It's very fun, it's very lighthearted, but it's still able to pack in those dramatic punches. I like the wartime scenes in this movie, because there's a couple scenes in this where you really get to acknowledge that, yes, they're in the Vietnam War, and even though they're singers and just entertainers, they will still have to experience some of the things that happen with there. And there's a couple really powerful wartime scenes, and they're really good, but yeah, so it's pretty good all around, you know. So overall, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's good. It's not great, because even though there are no real problems with this movie, it does lack in other categories. Like I said, that some of the characters are underdeveloped, and it doesn't really go all the way like some other movies I've seen have. You know, it just goes as far as it needs to go, then it stops. But otherwise, a fairly enjoyable movie. So that's what I thought of it. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Leave a comment offering some feedback, and tell me what you want me to review next, and bye.